back to Meyer Studio Sketch Club. My name is Izzy, next to me is my dad Jason, and just behind this is my mom Cindy. Tonight we will be doing two 10-minute sketches, continuing our cloud week. Before we get started, my dad will take a few minutes to talk about his approach before sketching starts at 7.
Hello everybody. This week, like Izzy said, is Cloud Week, and this is the last show of this week, evening show. We've got class tomorrow morning, and then we'll be back Sunday night to start another week of Sketch Club. Real quick, I'd like to run through our schedule. Monday and Fridays are class days, and we do Zooms. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning at 8 a.m. YouTube, we do feedback for students on a morning jump start. And as you probably know, Sketch Club is Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday at 7. And then Monday and Wednesdays, I'm on YouTube at 7 there. Let's see, we've got lots of friends here tonight. Janny's here. Good evening. Susan made it. Hey, Ellie's here. Hey, Ellie. Deb. She probably wants to put the second one up. Miss Claudia. Oh, Lori.
Hi, Mom.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Tom.
So Tom made it. So why don't we hop over to the iPad and look at what we'll be sketching tonight. You want a do-si-do? Do you know how to make the do-si-do? You have to come up and you add that.
And you minus that.
Oops.
No, you add that and you
Yep,
no.
but when you do, hold on, over here. That's got to be lit up. So we're got another producer in training here. So, and then you say, all right, swing your partners round and round, do-si-do. So it's important to say those things. It's a magic word, and then bam, it happens. But if you don't say it, it won't happen.
So if I do it next time and I say that,
Yep.
it'll work?
It'll work.
Okay.
All right. So this will be the first cloud we're doing. And this is a little unusual. Why? Well, because the cloud is a dark with the what behind it's being light. So it's more of kind of a silhouette. So what we're going to do here is our dark and our gray will give the clouds form. And then white and the blank paper number 2 will silhouette the sky. So if you're familiar with the teachings, that's a number 4 value and a number 3 value, a number 1 value, and a number 2 value. Again, we're not copying, but we just want an interesting silhouette and take it as our inspiration for the clouds. All right, so that's the first one we'll be working on. And again, we've worked 5 minutes on these Sunday night. If you weren't able to make it, no big deal. You can start over. And then here, it's different, right? The dark's behind, and then we have our light, or our white, and then our paper. Okay, so again, we're going to have to get some dark sky in here for our paper and our white to show up. All right, anything I forgot, girls?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right.
Oh, were you going to show the schedule
Oh,
or were
we
you going
had
to
to-
talk about the schedule?
No, we already talked about the schedule.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were going to show because you got your little diagram.
Oh. All right. So you guys got your gear ready? How you feeling? Ready to do a couple clouds tonight?
Yep.
All right. You got your stuff ready, Iz?
Whatever it is.
Let's go. Okay, so as I said, there'll be 10 minutes tonight. So this was my results of 5 minutes. As you can see, just more suggestions than anything. I'm going to start on that bottom plane. and make sure those clouds have a little bit of form, that they're not too flat. Sometimes it's hard to get used to, but you could look at that and going, man, that's a cloud. How is he going to get that dark to float in the sky? It's all relative. It's all relative. And some of that's going to be by coming back and softening edges a little bit. But remember, we've got to have our dark, our number 4, and then our number 3 for the lighter side of the cloud. And then our other 2 values are going to be the background behind the cloud. So we're switching up some of these roles that these values have had before. We're getting nuts here tonight, guys. We're just getting nuts. This is crazy. Got the values in all kinds of wacky orders. But hey, Thursday night. Everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You look like you're worried a dad joke was coming or something.
Kind of.
Yeah. Was that you pleading for me to stop in those eyes?
Kind of.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Just stick to art. Please stick to art, Dad. Please stick to art. I'll do my best. I'll do my best.
No, you will.
I will. But you gotta admit, there's some crazy stuff going on there.
Like what?
Like, look at that dark in a
Crazy
cloud.
Looks like it's gonna be a rainburst.
A dark cloud. I mean, that's like crazy.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe I spend too much of my life drawing and painting.
Isn't that your profession, though?
I don't know. I was just thinking all that was pretty crazy and doesn't seem to affect you much.
I
You-
am only 12.
You seem unmoved. I am only 12. I wish. Oh, that is on recording. That is excellent.
What?
Sure, we could use that in about 15 minutes. You are only 12.
I meant for the amount of capacity my brain can analyze and the amount of minutes compared to your wisdom.
Oh, brother. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that. It's amazing.
Are you happy that I said something nice on air?
Yes, I'm always happy with you, love.
Okay.
I'm always happy with you. So the vine charcoal versus the compressed charcoal. So this is going to be the quote unquote the light side of the cloud, but it's still going to be darker than the background. Can you make sense out of that? I know it kind of sounds a little crazy, but it's what's happening. Can you try to get 2 distinct values? You see how it's kind of an even tone? And come back with the compressed charcoal now and get a little darker and make sure it's coming from like one side or the other. You know how we do on the form?
Like the... Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you want the light to come over here, then like that side would be shadow. If you want light to come over here, then like
That
that would
side
be
would be
shadow,
shadow.
and the bottom will be shadow too. So we're continuing to work on the course, the drawing course. We've got our platform up and running. We've got some videos shot. We've got some PDFs built. And like I said, our goal is by the end of January. I was hoping it would be out sooner, but probably going to need most of that time. Unless, who knows? Who knows? Going as fast as we can. Without Izzy leaving us. I've had enough of this work. Are you gonna strike? You're gonna carry a sign out on the sidewalk?
The front lawn.
I demand more attention from my working parents. Or you kind of like that we're busy and you got a little time to do what you want to do?
Is it wrong if I say the second option?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to stick to the illusion that you still miss us when we work so much.
I do, but there's a point that I like it.
And we'll stop while you're ahead.
Okay. I said he had wisdom tonight. I earned all 10 points.
You did.
Oh, I thought that was sarcastic. You were sincere in that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That was nice. Thank you.
Wow, you don't need to think everything about your daughter is so sarcastic.
I can't imagine with that tone why I would.
Woe is me.
So what I'm doing here is kind of chipping away at the edges a little bit, cleaning up and making it a little more edge-like. And then we're going to pull the big guns out. You know what the big guns are? The eraser and the white chalk. Are you
Question.
raising your hand or high five? Raise your hand.
Question.
Yes.
If I'm not allowed to blow the charcoal dust at the cameras and the trash can's over there, how do I do it?
Aw. What a guy.
Helping me throw away my useless pieces of chalk. What a guy.
So again with the eraser now, and this is where I can even come inside a little bit and start making some more interesting shapes. Here, a little negative shape in there, separate those two clouds. A couple of well-placed negative shapes can go a long way. Everything okay?
That noise scared me.
What noise was that?
That.
To the desk.
Oh, I didn't realize it fell out. My thing fell out.
Yeah. So I was stunned.
You look stunned. You look completely stunned. Oh.
Second clouds.
There we go. I think if you were a horse, Izzy, but we'll have to ask all these horse people. I think she would be under the title of spirited. Isn't that what they call horses? Spirited? They've got the independent streak of you.
Why can't I be spirited as a human?
Well, that's what I was saying. The word spirited would be fitting for you.
Yay.
Yay.
We need a new photo, Mr. Meyer.
A new photo? No, this
No.
is the one we're starting.
Oh, sorry.
We're finishing up our last one.
Sorry.
So I'm taking the white here. Notice how I'm not going all around the white, but I'm kind of sticking in the center and going around that cloud, and then I'll pull it through the center on the long cloud too, and that'll help with a lot of the focus, just kind of bringing you into a particular area, right? And that'll make a painting or drawing stronger. Rather than looking everywhere, they're looking at some place in particular. Oh, goodness. So Susan says, you want to read that? What Susan says? Huh? No, you don't want to read that? My horses are what I would call naughty.
Her horses. As I almost fall out of the chair.
I think you got her, Susan. I think you caught her off guard there.
I don't like this chair. It's scary.
She's a good kid. She's just feeling her way around. Feeling her way around. She doesn't have as many peers to test or teachers to test with. Mom and Dad become good testing ground. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, I'm pretty good at karate, so if it gets too rough.
You're kidding me, right? Oh, is that when you were in your ninja phase?
It wasn't a phase, sweetie.
It was a phase.
It's a real thing.
It was a while, and you would just end every sentence with "Hey-ya."
Oh, yeah.
It's a real thing. All right, so 10 minutes. There's the first one. How'd you guys do? Did you get along okay? So this will be cloud number 4 for us. And again, now the roles have reversed. The background is darker and the cloud is lighter. So I hope some of you guys are seeing how there's a little bit of wiggle room with how we use things, but we want to be clear about where what is. We don't want the light to be confused with the gray to be confused with the dark to be confused with the light or the white. And that sounds obvious, but once you get drawing and putting things together, they can kind of start blending and you lose distinction. And that's what we want to avoid. Everything okay over there?
Yeah, I got an eyelash in my eye.
Where should they be? Do you usually keep them in your nose or what?
They should be surrounding the eye,
Oh.
not
I gotcha. Just
in
checking. Just
the
checking.
eye.
I need to sit.
Ow.
I just see the top of your eyes in the screen.
Still, I like me. It doesn't make that much big a difference.
Yeah,
You just see my giraffe neck.
Floating head.
Well, it doesn't make any
If you were
difference.
driving in a car, that would you'd be seeing out the bottom of the windshield. All right, so I took some time to even out that back tone so the sky was a little quieter, so the activity can be in the cloud. Is that this one here, or is this a different one? Yeah,
That is this beautiful one. One of my best works.
do it. You got 10 minutes.
You can do it.
You got 10 minutes. Show me what you can do.
And also for the car distinction, the dashboard would not be that high unless I was like 3. I have grown.
If the seat was low enough, it could be that high. It's all relative, baby.
What would it be? The ground?
It could be the floorboard. What if it broke and you had to sit on the floor to drive it home?
Just like we're using one of those like kid toys that it goes like this so you can see over stuff.
I'm kind of starting to see Susan's point of view. If it can happen in imagination, it's actually happened. Actually happened.
Wait, it has.
Yep.
Oh wow. I'm not sure how to feel.
So if you ever have to drive around and your seat falls through and you're sitting on the floor, you'll think about this father-daughter moment we just had right now.
Go into a store. Where is the nearest? What are those called?
No,
Like
no,
it
no.
looks like a little dragon,
No, you
and
ask-
you see, and there's a mirror, and it goes up there, and so it's like. Woo-doo.
You ask for an old-fashioned milk crate, and you sit a milk crate on the floor of the car, and you sit on the milk crate and you drive home.
Wow, that would be an experience.
People were always very resourceful.
People are very resourceful.
That's what I said. They are, and they always have been.
No, you said they were. Were, as in past tense.
Can you
That-
tell she's back in
That,
school?
that seemed to hit a little nerve there, sweetie. Never seen you so passionate about tense before.
Because it's always very. When I talk, you always make sure it's like direct, good grammar. So I am correcting your grammar on air.
Not necessarily grammar, just clarity of what you mean and what you say.
Exactly. So I correct you again.
I know. And I got the memo that you're a little bit tired of that, so we'll be laying off a little bit.
Thank you.
I'll go back to scaring you in the middle of the night and jumping out of
that,
stuff.
that was not fun. That was not fun. I think the worst you ever scared me was when there was a mouse in the house and you went in the back of me, and I was like, you do that too often.
Too off, yeah. All right. So what I'm doing here, it seems a little crazy, but there's kind of that dark gray cloud in front of the white cloud. And so I'm just trying to get an interesting light shape that we're going to kind of see through that grayness. So you're just playing with ideas here. Again, 10 minutes isn't that long. It's not going to get you into the Metropolitan Museum's permanent collection or anything. All right? So you can just kind of forget about that for right now and just look for some good shapes.
What is it always back to you with the museums?
Well, I mean, if you're doing art, museums is quote unquote the climax of that. So, right?
Okay.
This generation thinks completely different than we do. I'm not kidding. Because that's just so foreign to you. Like, a museum, why?
No, it makes sense, but in my eyes, there are more things to do as an artist.
Like what?
The museum doesn't always have to be the climax.
No, it doesn't, but it's considered because of the prestige and the money and the reputation that goes with it.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of using it as a touch point to make up crazy stories
Okay.
to try to communicate with our viewers.
Okay.
Should I add a disclaimer on the bottom?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so not sure if this is a sketch club or a talk show, but we'll see.
It's a both.
It's a both. So now I'm taking the stump, and you can take the stump to the white, but you don't want to use a stump that's dirty with the dark charcoal. So before I use this, I actually wiped off onto a paper towel so that I wouldn't be dragging dirt or dark onto my white as I go to even it out.
Do you clean the stump?
Yeah, you can wipe it on a paper towel because the dust will be on the stump. That's what you're spreading
Or
around.
you can go like
Yeah.
this.
And you can wipe the dup off. Yeah, or you can use it on the
eraser.
eraser and pull it off. Yeah.
Anybody
Absolutely.
had that question?
Yeah.
Did someone?
I don't know, but now they know what to do.
I'm always back to that. My horses are what I would like to call nutty. That lives in my head now.
I know, 'cause you're a good kid. You're a good kid. So it resonates. So what I'm doing now, again, you see how I go outside the white? So I'm letting the gray have a little bit. And now I'm trying to surround this with my compressed charcoal or my dark so that my white and my gray will stand out as the cloud. Okay, so I hope that's making sense of how I use each value for a particular role. Right? And I make sure to stick with that and not going necessarily for, oh, this looks dark and that looks dark and this looks dark. It's more of a design than that. Now, of course, here at Sketch Club, I hope this is more about you guys just sketching. So it's not about doing it right or doing it wrong right now. It's just about doing it. And doing it more and more and more and more. And then eventually some of these things I'm saying just, oh yeah.
They finally click.
They finally click, yep. Or some of the things I've said finally clicking for you? A little bit? Yeah.
Well, they started clicking in quarantine, when then I was forced to listen to them more times a day.
You were forced?
Well,
Like how were you forced? Was it like a cattle prod,
No, but
electrocution, they hogtied
okay,
you?
no.
What
But-
how was this forced?
But as in as in force, as is meant as if I wasn't here, I wouldn't be hearing it. Now that I'm here, I'm
You have the
hearing it.
opportunity to hear it more.
Sure, let's go with that.
There we go.
If it floats your goat.
Opportunity certainly does float my goat. So I hope you guys are taking the opportunity to sketch so that my goat floats, whatever that means.
It is a shirt that Grandma wears.
It's a shirt that Grandma
Get with it.
Oh wow, I'm glad this is the last show of the week. 'Cause, woo!
You need to spend more time with your mother-in-law.
I do need to spend more time with my. It's true. It's true. So, wisdom from the ages. You need to spend more time with your mother-in-law. Well, I guess that depends if the mother-in-law enjoys the son-in-law's company or not.
I think she does.
Oh, you were talking very specifically. Okay. I think she does. Wow. All right. Now I'm questioning things I didn't question before.
I think she does. She likes you. Or she wouldn't let you marry her daughter.
It's true. It's true. And
Yeah,
I like her too. What, sweetie?
Deb has a question.
Okay.
Where?
She's asked at the bottom
Oh,
right there.
wow.
Let's see. I often use tissue paper or paper towel. Often use tissue paper, paper towel to even out the sketch. Then go back in and redo the dark light, probably 4 to 6 layers. Am I wasting time? I actually like working in those layers too. So no, but as you get better and more comfortable, you just try to see, if you can do it a little more efficiently. And you might be able to, or you might not. But I don't think you're wasting time. Because the more time you spend with the material, the more familiar you get with it. I use the word intimate, and it's just because you know what it can do, what it will do, what it won't do, right? And so this time that you're spending with the material, you're building that intimacy. And yeah, I know I joke around a lot, but I'm very serious about that. And, it depends. You can be very intense about it and learning oriented, or you can be casual about it. Whatever suits your thing.
You see, you do need to spend more time with her.
Yeah, it is.
And you're good son.
Yes, you're good. Oh, okay. I said the yes. I thought you were going to, yes, you need to spend more time with me. I was like, oops,
Well,
I got called out.
That's what the yeah is was. Because she was explaining how I was correct.
Yes, she was. You are correct.
I always am.
You're Oh, wow. All right. Well, that abruptly ended my comment. All right. So that's the end of the second 10 minutes. How did you guys do tonight? Did you guys get some good sketching in? What do you say we review it really quick in about a minute? You guys can see the patterns happening. Right? That bottom layer. And again, this is going to be the dark and the gray are going to make up the cloud. Then the light and the paper will make up the sky behind it. Okay, we're trying to come up with good dynamic shapes. Interesting shapes, more or less. What's going on, sweetie?
I found it.
Found what?
The measuring tape.
Oh, I didn't know you were looking for it.
You always question where it is.
Oh.
Now I know a specific place.
Well, yeah. As long as it
Bam.
stays there. And then here we reverse things. The gray and the dark are the background, so I evened out that tone. And then the clouds are going to be our white and then the tone of our paper. And again, the clouds are fun because they're unusual in their shapes and their orders. And so we can play with some of these things and have more liberties than we might with other subject matter. And so, if you're not sure what you're doing, it can be fun or it can be frustrating. But we always hope it's fun here. All right, well, that about wraps it up tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for the thumbs up. We appreciate it. And we hope you're able to catch up on YouTube and back here on Facebook. If you're in class, we will have a Zoom tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock and Monday morning at 9 o'clock. That'll be our first live Zoom with color mixing with the palette. All right. Did I miss anything, Mama?
No, I don't think so.
Izzy, anything else?
No.
No. All right, everybody. With that, we'll say good night. Love you guys. Thank you so
Night.
much.
Bye, guys. Thank you.